Hey everyone, I'm Bree Hogan from Starbright Warrior. I hope you're all having a great day. So welcome to today's webinar on the 6 must-have essential oils for your travel toolbox and how to use them. So I just do a bit of a caveat before we kick off in that I'm not a medical professional, so anything that I say in this webinar, it's not to be used to treat anybody. I'm simply talking about my experience with the oils and sharing that so as to give you some ideas about what else you might be able to do with them. So just a bit of background story to me and how I got into natural health, because not everybody watching this will know who I am or have met me before. So I actually fell critically ill with a chronic medical condition known as Guillain-Barré 12 years ago. So I was 24 years old, you can do the maths. And when you're chronically ill, there's really no rock or stone that you won't overturn in your quest for wellness. And for me, it led me down a very holistic path. So some of the things that I did were I overhauled my nutrition and lifestyle as a starting point. So I am actually plant-based and gluten-free, because that causes all sorts of problems. And that ignited a passion in me and ended up with me studying and certifying as a holistic health coach through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. So, I'm doing lots of things and exploring lots of, alternative avenues, but I still had a lot of sidebar problems in addition to all of my chronic medical crap. I was looking for another healing modality to add into my healing toolkit, and it was kind of early last year. I think it was around Feb. I was having a lot of problems with irritable bowel syndrome and polycystic ovarian syndrome, and as I said, I'd looked at my my gut health. That was a huge focus for me, reducing inflammation, looking at my lifestyle, trying to get some balance in there, type A personality, you know what I mean? So I was doing all that, but I just couldn't get a handle on the bloating. I was constantly bloated with these two conditions. It didn't seem to matter what I did with my diet and anything like that. I just couldn't get on top of it. And then I came across doTERRA essential oils, specifically their Digestin, which is the tummy tamer blend. And it was seriously like the missing piece of the puzzle for me. And now, because I've had such amazing results, not just from Digestin, but from using all of the other oils in the regime and the other products, now I just can't shut up about them and their benefits. And so now my passion really is sharing about how just one little drop from these little amber bottles containing the doTERRA essential oils, how they really can positively impact your health and wellness. And I think that's pretty cool. So let's get into what you really came here for today, which was to learn about the 6 must-have oils for when you're traveling. So travel is something that I absolutely love to do. I've been very privileged to be able to do a lot of it over my life, and particularly of late. But it can be very taxing on the body. You might be stuck on a plane and you're breathing in the recycled air from 200 plus other passengers, and that could be for hours on end. You might not be able to sleep. You've got jet lag. You're sitting next to someone who's a walking, talking germ bucket. There's just a lot going on when you're traveling. You're out of your home environment. You're eating foods that your tummy may not necessarily be used to. And you need some sort of support. And so for me, oils are a massive go-to. There are obviously other things that you can be doing as well, but the oils are what we're here to talk about today. And there are absolutely 6 oils that I will not leave home without. They're always in my bag when I'm traveling. They're just generally always in my bag anyway, particularly when I'm traveling. So as I said, the oils I'm going to talk about today, the brand is doTERRA. That's what I use. They're certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils, and their quality really is unlike anything else that I've seen on the market. So again, I can't shut up about them. All right, so the first oil that I will not leave home without is the one that I mentioned kicked off my oily journey, and that is Digestin. So that's this one here. So it's a blend of, what have we got? We've got anise, we've got peppermint, ginger, caraway seed, tarragon, fennel, and coriander. So very, very effective oil. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, it's the tummy tamer. So you can massage diluted, I always say, dilute the oils for topical application. You can massage diluted Digestin in a clockwise direction on your tummy, and it can help to give you relief from the occasional digestive discomfort, which obviously can happen when you're traveling. It might be because you've got a food coma. You might have, eaten too much, eaten the wrong kind of food. You're sedentary on the plane and things just aren't digesting properly. This one is going to be your best friend. So get it on your belly and help to get those digestive juices working a bit easier. Or obviously if you've eaten something that's not agreeing with you, then it might help you get it out of your system a bit quicker. Whatever works. Because it has peppermint in it, I've used it quite effectively for headache relief if I haven't brought my just straight bottle of peppermint. It's very effective for sinusitis as well, which sounds a bit strange, but it really is. You roll over your belly area again and go into your belly button in a clockwise massage, and it can really help to just open up the sinus channels. My husband can get a bit of sinusitis when on the plane. I think it's all the pressure, just starts to sort of block things up, particularly if he's coming down with a cold. And so this happened, we were just traveling recently. We've only just got back from Canada, and he was starting to get some sinusitis on the plane. So I was throwing this at him, and it was very much helping to support him. It's also really great for motion support. So if you're someone that gets a bit sick when you're moving, planes, trains, automobiles, going around windy hills, then this is the oil that you're going to want to reach for as well, because it can be, really, really supportive for helping you to, I guess, just feel a little bit better about all that kind of stuff. So that's that one. The next one that I love is deep blue or ice blue. Just depends on where you're located as to what the oil is actually called. So this one is the muscle soother. You've got things like wintergreen and camphor in the blend. And I love it because now that I can do a lot more walking, I guess just as a sidebar, one of the things with my medical condition over the past 12 years up until very recently is that I've been very limited in my mobility using walking sticks and a wheelchair. But now I'm actually out and about and walking up a storm, and I love it. And so I'm getting muscle soreness. And so this one is very much my, turn it around properly, Bree, is very much my go-to. What I tend to do is I actually roll the ice blue, and I roll some frankincense, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. I prime my body with it before I'm about to go out and pound the pavement walking. And then I'll top it up periodically throughout the day as needed, and then I'm rolling it on again at the end of the day. And it really does help the muscles recover faster. It's a brilliant blend. So if you're walking, you'll want this one. Next is On Guard. And this one is our protective blend. You don't want to leave home without this oil in your bag. It packs an absolute punch. You've got wild orange, you've got clove in it, which clove possesses an abundance of therapeutic properties due to its high antioxidant score. It's actually ranked #1 amongst the herbs and spices. You've got cinnamon, you've got eucalyptus, and you've got rosemary. And so this one's really great for killing germs and airborne pathogens. So you imagine you're on the plane, you want this. We basically just kind of stick it on everywhere we're on the plane. We go into an on-guard bubble, as we call it. And I mean, look, it's not going to mean you're not going to get sick, because it can happen. I don't normally get sick very often, but of late I think I've just done too much. And so Brad, my husband, and we did get a minor cold while we were away, and we were using On Guard and another one, which I'll talk about in a minute, which is Easy Air, and we got through it a lot quicker. So that's what it can do. You use the oils preventatively, and then when you need to reactively, you use them and you up, I guess you up the frequency with which you're using them. And we found that we get through it, whether it's a cold or whatever, a lot quicker. And I actually did a webinar not that long ago on flu, cold and flu support, and you can go and see that if you want some more information about that. But yeah, so this is great for throats and coughs, so you can dilute it and apply over your throat area. You can apply to the bottoms of your feet, roll it down the spine. You can diffuse it if you've brought a travel diffuser with you. It's really great seasonal immune boost, and it's also can act as a natural antiseptic. So if I've scratched myself and if I didn't have any tea tree on hand, this is what I'm going to grab to help disinfect it. That's that one. Next is Easy Air or Breathe, as it's known. So this one contains oils to open up the airways. So it's really great. It's a great respiratory support oil. Easy breathing, clear airways. You've got laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree or melaleuca as it's known, lemon, cardamom, and ravensara. So you can use this as a natural vapor rub. You dilute the Easy Air using a carrier oil, and you massage it into the desired area. So it might be, across your chest. It's really great snoring support. So if you've got a partner who snores and they're keeping you awake and you're already jet lagged, or if they're on the plane and they're just embarrassing because they're snoring really loudly, then this might become your best friend. You put a drop, or just roll it if it's in one of these sort of bottles, over each of their big toes. And I found amazing relief. Well, my husband has, because he's a snorer. I guess I found the relief because I don't have to listen to him anymore. But yeah, it's really, really good for that. What else? And yeah, so this got to work out when we were away. We were combining this with the On Guard, which I just talked about before, because when you get sick in particular, if you've got anything going on, cold, chest, that kind of thing, these are the oils that are going to help support you the best through that. Next one on the list is lavender, which is the Swiss Army knife of oils. So this one, it just has such a vast array of benefits. It's known predominantly by many people as the oil of sleep support. So, you know, you can add a few drops of lavender to your pillows, the bedding, bottoms of your feet, diffuse it for a restful night's sleep, which is obviously something that you really want to get a handle on when you're traveling, because jet lag, depending on your time zones, can really come into play. You might want to have a bath with Epsom salts, also putting in a bit of a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil or a vegetable oil just to help disperse it. But that can help your tired, sore muscles again at the end of the day and help you to relax and calm down, particularly if you've got your kids and they've driven you nuts on your travels, on your flight or anything like that. So yeah, it helps to ease feelings of tension. Combine it with frankincense and that will help out a lot there as well. And it can also help soothe occasional skin irritation. So again, if you get cut, if you've got a bite, you sting, burns, like sunburn, or if you actually do burn yourself. But let's talk about, you know, if you're on holiday, most likely if you've gone somewhere nice and warm and tropical, it's most likely you're going to get sunburnt. Then applying the lavender oil to the affected area can really help to soothe the skin irritation and relieve the redness and ease the swelling. You wouldn't actually dilute the lavender in that instance because you don't want to lock the heat in with the carrier oil. So that's lavender. Then the last one in my must-have toolkit is Frankie Boy, or frankincense. So this one is one of the most prized and precious essential oils due to its extensive health benefits. It's the king of the oils. I guess it's the all-round oil. If you don't put anything else in your bag, stick this one in. It's kind of your go-to. So it promotes things like cellular health. It can help support healthy immune function and response. So again, combining it with a couple of the other oils that I've talked through today already, like your On Guard or your Bree, it's just going to enhance the properties of those oils and almost like supercharge them. I call it like a Super Mario Brothers power up. It can help support healthy lungs and respiratory functions, especially when combining them with citrus oils. It's really great for nourishing the skin, which is really important when you're doing long-haul flights because you dry out on the plane with the recycled air, and you also dry out in hotels with the air conditioning as well. So if you add a drop of frankincense to your daily moisturizer or mix it with your favourite carrier oil and then just apply, it really can help to maintain your skin. It's a very calming oil. It's very inflammation soothing, so it can help invoke the calm, which, you know, you can get quite stressed when you're traveling and you're out of your comfort zone. So combining frankincense with lavender is a really good combination. And again, as mentioned earlier, it's a great immunity booster. So if you put 1 drop of frankincense in say a teaspoon of honey in a cup of herbal tea, take daily to maintain good health, you know, that might be something that you look at doing. Obviously, internal use, I will say, it shouldn't be considered for young children or babies. So these 6 oils, they are what you want to be traveling with, in my opinion. So that, again, is, we've got Digescent, Deep Blue, Breathe, or Easy Air, Lavender, On Guard, and Frankincense. And so they form part of doTERRA's Home Essentials Kit. I tend to travel with the entire kit, which also has peppermint, lemon, tea tree and oregano in it, because I'm a crazy oil lady, and they're totally amazing, totes amazeballs. But when I have to minimise, it's the 6 that we've talked through today. So in terms of actually travelling with the oils, I like to take the touch versions, which is what I've been showing up today. And by touch, I mean it comes in a roller bottle, and the oil's already been pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and they're ready to go. I just love that I can throw them in my bag and away I go. But they are limited to topical application only. So if you want options, so if you want to be able to diffuse the oils, or if you want to be able to take them internally, then you'll need to take the neat bottles of oil in the 15 mils or the 5 mil, just depending on, you know, what they come in. If you've got a quick trip and you don't want to, I guess, worry about the weight of all the oils that you're going to take, no, I'm kidding, then you can actually get, let me just grab it because it's out of my reach. You can use a keychain. So these are really great because they hold 8 by 2 ml vials of oil. So as you can see here. And so you can just put whatever oils that you want to travel with in those vials, and you can even include fractionated coconut oil, which I recommend that you do. You top one of them up with that, and then you've got your carrier oil, and it's all ready to go, and it's so light, and you can just throw it in your handbag, and it's a great way to travel. I find this quite good when I'm doing short trips. When I'm doing longer trips, then I want my bigger bottles of oils. I want my touch kit, so that's what I like to travel with. Oils can go on planes. I'm on planes all the time. International flights, you need to fit within the confines of the plastic bag that they give you for the carry-on baggage. So I only take what I need. So it's literally, I just take those 6 must-have oils on the plane with me, and the rest I put in checked baggage, because I'm kind of like, oh, I get a bit like, oh, what if they think that I'm bringing all this stuff on? I mean, I've seen other people go through with heaps of stuff. As long as they're under 100 ml and they fit within the bag, the general consensus is it's fine. But yeah, I just take what I need and then put the rest of it in checked baggage. Okay, so one other thing that I'll just touch on, it's a bit of a bonus. It's looking at jet lag support. It's kind of its whole topic in and of itself, but I will just say one thing is that this product, which is doTERRA's Serenity Restful Complex Soft Gels, which you can get via the US back office, these are amazing and they're so good for jet lag support. They're a unique combination of lavender essential oil and natural plant extracts, and they just help to promote relaxation and sleep. Honestly, as I said, my husband and I, we just got back from Vancouver and we're in Perth, Australia. So for us, the travel time, I think it was about 25 hours in total going over with layovers and about 30 coming back. So it's massive. And there's a 15 or 16, I don't even know, our time zone difference. So it's crazy. It might even be 17. I'm not really actually sure anymore. And I didn't get jet lag at all because I was taking these babies. My husband, he got jet lag the first couple of days because he was like, no, I don't need to take them. And by about day 3, after he was waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning, he was like, give me those things. And then he, his body corrected and he was all fine. So I would, say grab yourself some of these because they really help with the jet lag, because I'm fine at times, have my normal energy. It's all good. And as I said, 30-something hours of travel. First day, about 4 hours of sleep if I was lucky, because I don't sleep on planes. But yeah, all good. So I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for tuning into this webinar. If you don't yet have oils and you're now inspired to get them in your life, then please contact the person who introduced you to this webinar. So if it was me, yay, that's awesome, and I'll help you out. If it was someone else, then please do speak to them directly so that they can help you and you end up in the right team. If it was me, then send me a message on Facebook, so Star Bright Warrior, or you can email me, which is bree@starbrightwarrior.com. So that's BREE at Starbright, so STARBRITE warrior.com. Now, I will actually send an email out to the people who registered after the event with a link to the YouTube replay so that you can share with your fellow travellers. So I hope you found this super helpful, and I will talk to you again on another webinar in the very near future. But yeah, oils out and have a great day. Bye.